Norway urges students to avoid UK universities in Brexit warning.
Here's a summary of the article.
Norway's government is advising its citizens against studying in the UK because of Brexit, in a warning that will fuel concerns from universities about falling enrolment from Europe. In blunt comments, Iselin Nybø, Norway's minister responsible for higher education, urged students to avoid British universities. Nybø said there were still concerns about the future of Erasmus for Norwegians, as Norway is not a member of the EU. She said, "We're hoping we can make sure Norwegian students can both obtain degrees and take part in foreign exchange programs." The Norway-based News in English website reported her as saying that there were no guarantees that Norwegian students would be able to finish their studies or take exams. Under Theresa May's withdrawal agreement, Norwegian residents in the UK and British residents in Norway will have the same rights after Brexit. At the same time, the Russell Group of Universities revealed a 9% decrease in the number of EU postgraduate research students enrolling at its institutions this academic year, after a similar decline the year before. Overall, the number of EU students who enrolled for the 2018-19 academic year at Russell Group universities fell by 3%. Last year, there was a 1% increase in overall EU student numbers, after years of steady growth.
This post received a score of 2,567, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
The Norwegian government pays students to go abroad to university. They get their tuition paid for and an allowance to live in another country. A pretty sweet deal, and many go to the UK to improve their English. Possibly the government don't want to be seen to be giving money to Brexit Britain. Bit of solidarity with the EU for upcoming negotiations.
I think it's more a case of being careful that the UK could impose, yet to be defined, restrictions on foreign students after Brexit.
Norway isn't even in the EU.
They have a deal that most Brexiters don't want because it's not cutting ties enough.
They have a deal that Norway don't want us to have because they know we'd fuck it up for them.
Lol. Norway gets to set their own fishing quotas. Otherwise they're like an EU member that pays 50% but gets no vote.
Forget Norway. And #X200B. KENYAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAA
go to Australia.
Please don't. We are having our own problems.
Norway best way yup.
Yet another way, one I hadn't thought of yet, that Brexit will hurt the British economy. What a disaster.
This is about Erasmus and other exchange programs, not about getting a degree in a UK university.
Does the current government really want a Brexit, or are they just doing it because they feel they must honour the referendum? And if they really do want a Brexit, why? Who thinks this is going to be good for Britain? Best case scenario is a long recession as trillions of pounds and millions of people leave the economy. Worst case scenario is a massive and endless depression. Why don't they just drop it?
But some of the UK universities are the best in the world.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.